So I have a quick question. What makes you special? What makes you unique? What makes you stand out from the rest of your competitors in the space that you're in? I don't care if you're a music producer, you might be a rapper, maybe you have a t-shirt brand, maybe you're just a YouTuber and you're trying to get that content off the ground. What makes you special? What makes your content, your brand, your business unique? All too often I get emails and DMs from people on social media and whatnot asking me why their brand's not growing, asking me why they're not getting any business. And that's one of the first questions I ask most of the time. What makes you special? What makes you stand out from the crowd? In marketing and business, it's called the unique selling proposition, the USP. A lot of times I call it the unfair advantage, right? Give you a real prime example of that. My unfair advantage in this space is I feel like I'm good on video. I feel like I'm natural. I know that sounds narcissistic, that sounds egotistical, but this is just a strength of mine, right? We're really trying to separate the strengths from the weaknesses. So I could sit and I could write blog articles, I could guest post, I could just do a podcast, which I plan on doing. It's actually coming out next week, depending on when you're watching this. But my jam, my specialty, my strength, whether I'm on camera or I'm filming someone else and editing it for them, is creative video marketing. I love it. I absolutely feel like it's the best way for me to connect. It's a blessing for me to have all these years under my belt. You can go back and watch my first videos. I wasn't very good at this to begin with, and arguably I'm still not very good. Now, as you can see, I'm filming from my car, so if there's a little bit of camera shake, it's because of the windshield mount for my camera. I'm shooting on a Canon G7X for anybody who's wondering. It has great facial tracking. That's why I really like that camera for point and shoot stuff. Now, I'm going to get coffee, but I realized this morning that a lot of my emails lately are just from people that are kind of confused. They jumped ahead a little bit too fast in their brand and their business. They don't know what's special about them, and that's kind of sad. You know, so many times when we were in elementary school, our teachers have us write down what we're good at, what we love to do, our favorite food, and that stuff. And that's really no different than building a brand and building a business, especially in marketing. You need to know what your USP is. Now, a unique selling proposition, I kind of look at it like a Venn diagram. I think that's what they're called, with the 3 different circles that intersect. There's 3 main pillars to having a USP, or you could call it an unfair advantage. So unique selling proposition is kind of marketing 101. What it is you're identifying what your brand is best at and comparing it to what your competitors are best at and what the market wants, what your customers want. So if you're a music producer, if you're a rapper, what are you best at? What does the market want? So many times we worry about what our competitors are doing, and I'm really going to have an abbreviated version of this video, abbreviated version of this. If you guys want me to go deeper into detail on what a USP is, I can definitely do that, but I can easily talk about it for 30 to 40 minutes, and I'm not trying to have a super long video today. But what I'm getting at is, think about a Venn diagram. I think that's what they're called. You got 3 circles. You got what you're best at, what your audience wants, what there's a market for, and then what your competitors are best at. Your sweet spot, the place that you're gonna sell the most, you're gonna build the biggest brand the fastest, is what you're best at compared to what your customers or the audience or that niche wants. So, for instance, like I just said, I feel like my unique selling proposition, my unfair advantage, is that I know camera. That sounds horrible. I know video marketing. I have the gear. I've accumulated it over the years. I've invested in myself in doing this, and invested in myself the time it takes to speak to the camera somewhat naturally, typically. So that's my unfair advantage. A lot of other people, like I mentioned before, could do blogs that could have the same information. They could be doing video, but they're not as good at doing it. Just maybe they're just at a different stage in their business or their brand or their journey, as a lot of people call it. So one place that you don't really want to dabble too much is what your competitors are best at versus where the market is. Sometimes you just got to let your competitors win, right? You got to let them have their unfair advantage and try not to dabble in that space. Let's say, for instance, like I said before, let's say that I'm not a very good writer. I'm impatient. I don't want to do blog posts. But my competitor, somebody in my space, the music marketing niche specifically, let's say they're an awesome blog writer. They have a blog that has a lot of traffic. They have a blog that has a lot of hits because maybe it's been up for years. I'm not going to dabble in that. I put up blog articles and blog posts on my website, but that's never going to be my primary form of lead retrieval. That's never going to be my open mouth of the funnel per se, and that's a whole different video if you guys want to know you know, how to build funnels and all that good stuff, we can definitely talk about that. This is, like I said, this is marketing 101, maybe 102. Understanding your USP, understanding your unique selling proposition is going to help you grow your business a lot faster. I know that this isn't as fun, this isn't as sexy as talking about selling beats on Instagram and stuff, but if you can identify what separates you from the rest of the pack, your business and your brand is going to accelerate 10x, I promise you. Now, you could probably see I'm shooting in my car. I'm driving to go get some coffee right now. I've been moving all weekend, so my studio is in complete disarray right now. It's unrecognizable. It's just a room full of crap right now. That'll be my next weekend project. But as I always preach in my videos, consistency is incredibly important. I told you guys I was going to bring you 2 videos a week a few months back, and I've been doing that consistently. So I didn't want this week to be an excuse. It would have been so easy for me to justify, for me to validate why I'm not doing a video this week. Oh, I just moved, or oh, I don't have my studio set up, or you know, oh, my camera stuff is all packed away. No. I wanted to bring you guys this video because I know that if you just spend the rest of the day, you spend the next couple days writing out a list at what you're best at, writing out a list at what you think that you excel at, what you bring, whether it's a unique voice, whether it's your personality, whether it's the fact that you are the most amazing music producer when it comes to producing lo-fi R&B beats. Write those down. Also write down what you're not good at, what you know that you're not good at, because we don't want to dabble on that side of the list. Now, like I said, I know that this is an abbreviated walkthrough of what a USP is. I know that the video quality isn't the greatest in this video, but it's something to definitely jump into, definitely identify these strengths of yours, these unique selling propositions, your unfair advantage. It's incredibly important. So in the comments below, I want you guys to identify one strength that you think that you have over the competition. It could be your personality, it could be your understanding of shooting video, it could be your understanding of producing beats, it could be your understanding of making beats that sound like they're sampled, but they're not. Whatever it is, I want to hear about it in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Each and every one of you guys mean the world to me, and I do appreciate everybody that follows me on Instagram as well. If you found any value in this video whatsoever, especially the camera shake, smash that thumbs up button and hit that bell icon to be the first to be notified anytime I upload a video like this. And I promise you, next week the videos are going to be back to their regular schedule when it comes to shooting from the studio. I'm going to take you on that journey, show you how I'm putting it together. Super excited. Going to change a few things in the studio that are going to be for the better. And as always, I'm rambling again. So until next time, you can find me at adamivy.com.